Hi guys, I just made a video about AKM. What is AKM? ArchLinux Kernel Manager. I'm launching now this system with the Linux LTS kernel, and I've done it with a GUI. It's called ArchLinux Manager kernel. If you don't have it yet, just type it sudo pacman -s ArchLinux tab maybe a K, and then it's really short, right? Kernel Manager Dev is the one I've tried out in a previous video. Right now, if we update our system, we have already an update. Look at that. I just installed Linux LTS, and here we have already an update for it. Fine, no problem. The thing is, I had a what if. You may or may not know that Ctrl-Alt-E launches the tweak tool. The tweak tool is something very interesting. It lets you install all of these desktops, right? And ArcoLinux Desktop Trasher is the one that's going to remove them again, if you don't like it. Now, what's interesting is that think about the Apple Store and Google Chrome Store and all the app stores, right? In general, app stores. Basically, Pacman has also these stores: the ArchLinux repos, the ArcoLinux repos, the Nemesis repo, Endeavor repo, Reborn OS repo, Garuda repo, and the biggest of them all, Chaotix repo. What if I press this button here, okay, and I quit ATT? I updated my system, and these are the lines: 3 from March, 3 from Arco, update. I got the new one, Chaotic AWAR, and it's the biggest number of them all. Look at the kilobytes. This contains, was it 4,000 plus packages, right? But in the context of AKM, the ArchLinux Kernel Manager, what does that mean? It's gonna look at the Linux kernel. This is Arch, 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 and Arch. But now community is filled in. Why? And why don't you see anything? Because we have activated a new repo. In this case, the repo from Chaotic AWAR. So the more repos you add, the more choices you may get if they contain Linux kernels. So in here, and that might be an interesting thing, if you have an AMD, I would say I'll try this one out, right? Linux AMD. What is this Linux clear here? LQX, the Xenmod, Nitrous, Xenmod LTS. Can we try them out? Sure, right? But remember, they're unofficial kernels. All of this is official. It's tested, it's Linux, it's Arch. This is unofficial, but right, any user provided files at your own risk, but why not? So it's a question of clicking a button that will install Linux Xenmod and play with it. Boot up and say, okay, this feels, and that's often a feeling, or you should test it somehow with a tool. This is better for me. And that's the whole thing, right? In Linux, everything you see is a choice. I want to have a background like this. I want to have icons like that. The top bar should be there, shouldn't be a bottom bar, or yes, it should be a bottom bar, right? Go change it. Go change it. Panel preferences, horizontal, lock the panel, stop locking the panel, put it back at the bottom. It's so super unimportant. It says I can stop everything. Voila, close, close, close. Now, what we can do as well is the installed. We have now 3 kernels, and we can make a decision, right? Let's get rid of this. Stop. 3 kernels is a bit much. Choose which one is good for you. Can be closed. Stop. How about these 2? Okay, quit. Now it depends, we'll see what he does. It depends if he's gonna go for reboot Eric, for Xenmod. So E, and I see it is indeed the VM Linux Xenmod. If it's not, I go in here and I activate it here. Right? Choose what you want. And now we have Linux Xenmod on a virtual box, and then of course I know it's a virtual box, right? Not much to see and to show, but it should be working on real metal. That's the point. That's the point. So try it out. Another what if. What if we activate the Xenmod, the chaotic AOR thing, or you saw me do that with ATT, the ArchLinux tweak tool. What about toggle? I'm gonna make a few more toggle things. Toggle chaotic AOR, right? Put it on, put it off. On, off, on, off, on, off. Super simple. On, off. How quick is that? It's much faster than going to the ATT. I like this. I like being in the terminal and staying in the terminal. So there you are. We have now, again, the normal repos, right? 3 repos, Arco, 3 repos, Arch. That's the normal look. And we've decided to go to the kernel 666, right? Because we fancy the number, and you know what the number stands for. Have fun using AKM, ArchLinux Kernel Manager. I'll put the code, the dev code, this is the development version. I'll put the code from the development version to the normal version, so you have it too. All right. These are the installed. Signing off.